just going to talk to you guys about something that I feel is very necessary, and it's important because I've thought about this over the last few days. And I'm going to name it Paranormal PTSD. Now, I don't know if that is a real word, but I'm coining it here right now on the channel, Paranormal PTSD, because it is very similar to post-traumatic stress disorder. And the people I'm reaching out to now, are the people I'm specifically speaking to, are those that have had prolonged exposure to poltergeist activity. I'm not talking about the cute little girl in the white nightgown standing at the foot of your bed in the middle of the night. I'm not talking about that, as terrifying as that is as well. I'm talking about prolonged exposure for anybody who's lived in a house for multiple years where they are dealing with things that defy explanation. I'm talking about an entity that can learn to speak, and not only learn to speak, but learns the names of the members of people living in your household, moves objects, terrorizes the family pet for years and years. This is what I'm talking about. And I've thought about this a lot over the last few days, is that how much of that influenced who I am now as a person? Like, how much of me and my interests, my hobbies, my thoughts, beliefs, whatever it may be, how much of me has been shaped because of those experiences? Would I have been the same person had I not have lived in the house growing up? And this is something that's quite sad, because I'll never know. I'll never know if I would have gone down a different route. Would I have been a skeptic? Would I have had different interests in movies? Would I have held different conversations with different company? I don't know. I believe that my experiences in that house shaped a huge portion of who I am, though. And, for anyone that's living that right now, you have my sympathy. If you're in a house and you're experiencing high strangeness, there's levels of anxiety that you've never experienced before from something that you can't even see, you have my sympathy. And I really do hope that you get the help that you need, because, it might be cool for a while. You might be telling people, oh, I've got a ghost in my house and, it did this to me and last week this happened. That's cool for a while, but prolonged periods of that happening, I can almost guarantee you that it escalates. Trust me on this, it escalates. It starts out with objects being moved. It starts out with, a shadowy apparition in the corner of your eye whizzing by. But before you know it, this thing is learning to speak. It's moving objects, it's pushing people. And it gets worse and worse gradually over time. So please do get the help. It's cool for a while, but not for an extended period of time. You have my word for that. And so, yeah, this whole idea of, post-traumatic stress disorder, paranormal post-traumatic stress disorder, I think is real, because to me, that's what it is. It's a feeling of abuse. If you was in a relationship and your partner was following you from room to room, watching your every move, moving objects just to play with your mind and playing mind games, you would call it abuse. You would say that you're in an abusive relationship. And just because you can't see whatever this thing is doing those things to you, giving you those feelings, it doesn't make it any more less abusive. And so for me, I'm coining the term here right now on the channel, paranormal post-traumatic stress disorder. I believe it's a real thing. If you have experienced this, then please do comment below. If you're going through it now, also, please do let me know what's happening and how you're getting help as well, because I highly recommend that you do. Things are not going to get better. They're going to get worse before they do. So please get the help. And let me know what you think. Is that a real thing that I've just coined? Paranormal post-traumatic stress disorder? Does it affect your life? I believe it does. You guys let me know.